Hi guys, and welcome to another tarot video on my channel. Today we're gonna ask Spirit about what next big blessings are coming into your life, or what next big blessing is coming into your life. We'll see what comes through. If it's more than one, then congratulations, but we'll see. So we have three groups today, and I'm gonna apologize right now for the lighting because in Germany the weather is kind of all over the place. You could think it's late November, but it's actually late August, so that's quite annoying. Like, it's so dark and so rainy all the time. But we make the best out of it. So we have three groups. Group 1, 2, and 3. And I pre-shuffled the cards so for you that you can choose your pile right now. So you can stop the video, or if you need some objects on the piles, then you can wait. I'm gonna put some stickers. Today we're gonna use stickers on the piles for you to make it easier, make it easier for you to choose from. So one second. Okay, so for group 1 we have this little cactus. It's I like the stickers very much. I have it from the drugstore actually. This is just a little cactus with a golden pot, so you could say. And yeah, I mean, if you're a plant mom like me, I only have 2 plants, but I managed to keep them alive for 2 months, so I'm proud of myself. And I'm thinking about getting more plants because they actually make me happy a little bit. And I guess I understand all the people with plants now. So group 2 has this little black and white heart. It kind of looks like 3D heart, like a diamond heart to me. So I like that very much. And group 3 has this cute little smiling panda. Oh god, I hope it's a panda. If you must know I always confuse panda with koalas, and no, wait, this is a panda. I'm pretty sure it's a panda. Koalas are the gray bears, right? So this is the panda. Very cute, smiley little panda. So this is gonna be group 3. So yeah, if you need more time to choose your pile, then you can stop the video right now and take as much time as you need. Maybe meditate a bit about the decision. If you already know which pile you're going to choose, then you can scroll down to the description box or the comments and jump right ahead to your group. If you want to see which tarot and oracle cards we're going to be using, then you can stick around for another minute. So for the tarot, today we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturley. And then we have 3 different oracle card decks today. Just one second. First we have the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Then we're gonna use the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck by Kim Krantz, which I love very much. And last but not least, we have the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. So yeah, these are the Oracle and Tarot decks that we're going to be using today. And yes, guys, now we'll move forward to the intro, and I'm going to see you in your reading. Hi and welcome. If you chose this little cactus sticker, then this is going to be your reading, group 1. I'm going to put your sticker somewhere. I'm going to put it here where the light is still. So as I said, I pre-shuffled the tarot and oracle cards. So we're going to take a look at all of them. I'm going to lay it out for you, and then we're going to read them, okay? So, first tarot card that came out for you. What is your next big blessing? Group 1, we have the King of Cups, which is beautiful for a start. Then we have the 4 of Swords. Look, when I bring it up here, you can't see it, right? So I'm gonna show you down here the 4 of Swords. So Then we have the Four of Cups for you. The Death card. Okay. And the World card. I'm sorry if nudity like triggers you. I mean, I don't know if I should cover that up. Should I cover it up? We can put the cactus sticker here. Like this with a World card. Anyway, I should have probably mentioned that there's a little bit of nudity in the deck, but I hope you are not upset about this, group 1. So this is going to be a tarot, ending with 2 major arcanas, which is beautiful. And for your first oracle card from the Starseed Oracle, we have the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression. Beautiful. And we have to put everything up there a little to make room. Still not gonna fit. Okay. Does it fit now? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the candle to the side and we're gonna put this up a little so you can see the oracle cards as well. Okay, now it fits. Nice. And for the Moonology card, we have New Moon. A new start is coming. Ooh, I like that a lot. And we have from the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle deck, we have number 30, the 1. Ooh, okay. So group 1. In general, like, there is a new start coming from you. Like, this is the blessing. There's a new start, possibly in your relationships, in your love life, or just it has something to do with your emotions. Like, there's a lot of water energy here with the King of Cups, with the Death, and, you know, even here with the World card, you have Scorpio over here, Scorpio energy here, and we have a lot of water energy. So it's got likely to do with your emotions, with your emotional life. With the new moon, like, the new moon is talking all about new beginnings, you know, new starts coming. It's just like, you know, a portal opening, like a new cycle beginning. Also with the World card, it talks about completions of old cycles. The Death card talks about new beginnings in general. I mean, it implies an ending, not a physical death. If you were afraid of that, it's not. Like, the Death card is all, like, it's usually very symbolic, and it stands for like endings of old things and beginnings of new things. So yeah, my first thought was actually with the King of Cups here, there could be like a new love offer coming for you. This could be a blessing, group 1, but actually when I look at all of these cards, I don't think this is gonna be the case for the most of you. Like, it could be the case for some of you, but I think it has more to do with your emotional expression. So with the 4 of Swords, I think, you know, there has been a time right now, you might be in this, like, in a situation where you're a bit drained, you know, emotionally, where you feel like a little bit stuck, a little bit, you know, a little bit lost even. Maybe just came out of a, you know, relationship situation where you didn't feel really comfortable in, you know, where you didn't feel like your needs were met, or your emotional, like, you were like fulfilled emotionally, or your love could have been met, like, not in the way that you wanted. So I think the blessing that is coming in for you, group 1, is like a period of time for recovery, like emotional recovery. And this time is kind of like the transit to a new beginning with you know, with this card, the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. It's all about your emotional expression or your creative expression, which is part of that, right? That this card is like telling you that there might be something that you know, like a creative opportunity coming, like a new project that wants to be, you know, started through you, like something. Ooh, you see now this card is floating almost. like it could be a new creative project starting, but I think it's very much about your emotional expression. So with the Four of Cups, which talks about you know, feeling a bit unfulfilled. You know, this like this girl sitting here and she has this cup being offered to her. This I don't know why it's a cloud, but you know, she's not really eager to take this cup. She's not taking the offer here. You can see the sweater, which you know, there stands for over it. She's so over this cup, you know. And I think that you might be in a situation where you're a bit frustrated because you don't feel like, as I said, like something in your emotional world, group 1, is not comfortable for you right now. It's not working out for you. But the blessing that's coming in is actually like a new start in this area. So could be first a new love offer coming in that will allow you to, you know, get your emotional needs met in a new way, in a better way. We have 2 major arcana cards here, so this is like a big thing. Or it could be like a new creative project, but either way, there's going to be a period of time which is actually the blessing that's going to allow you to recharge your emotional batteries, to recharge you know, the amount of love that you can give. Like, it's going to be a time of self-care, basically. It's going to be a time of creative expression. You know, creative expression, it's always about you know, getting energy out there. Some people go to the gym, some people dance, some people argue with people. But some, you know, some of us, they dance it out, or they sing it out, or they paint it out, or they write it out, you know, all this stuffed up, all this pushed down emotions, everything that you've suppressed. It can, you know, you can purge it by being creative, by creating something. And I'm really interested in this card here because in the middle you have this, the number 30 of the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle deck, which is the 1. And the 1 is this very aloof energy, kind of reminding us that everything in life is one. We are all united. We're one with the objects, we are one with the sea, we are one with the animals, we are one with nature, and we are one with, you know, the whole universe. Like, there is no duality there. Actually, we're all like one. This is the meaning of this card. But as I said, there's like a second option, which actually could mean there's a like a new love offer coming in for you. I'm just you know, the meaning of the 1, you know, when will I meet the 1 can also be a person, right? So this is another option here, that you could meet the 1. Like, your next relationship could be the 1, group 1. So yeah, you know what, with this cactus here, I just thought, you know, plants, they're all about life, right? They spend life, they give life, they are life itself. They're part of nature. And when we take it into our homes like a plant and nurture it and care for it, it's kind of like a little connection that we have with nature. And nature is all about cycles. It's about life and death, and it's all in flow, right? So I think you might have been getting a little stuck in your flow. You might have been just not sure where you're gonna go with life. So this 4 of Cups situation, which is like in the middle, like actually above the 1 card, it gets me thinking, like, there might have been some love offers recently, or your previous relationships group 1, or it doesn't have to be all love, right? It could be the relationships with your friends, with your family. Could just been a little bit disappointing. Gosh, this tongue breaker here. Could have been a little bit disappointing recently. Group 1, I think you might have been letting people drain you, you know, in your emotional energy. And I think this time, this period of rejuvenation, of, you know, being for yourself, recharging, this is a blessing that's coming in for you, that you can just, you know, think about what boundaries you're gonna set the next time you meet with those people, or, you know, maybe even end some cycles, maybe even end some karmic relationships with friends, or, I mean, even family. Sometimes we have to cut out people that hurt us again and again and that don't respect our boundaries, even when they're family. Like, family doesn't end in blood, right? So I don't know if you want to do this group one, and I don't really get family here, but there are like new relationships coming for you, not only in love but friends. So you will be very blessed in the next friends and partners relationships that are coming for you. So this time is for you to gain clarity about what do you want, what do you expect in relationships, friends and romantic partners, and what you can't accept. Okay, so this is very important, because if you let new people in and you know, you realize from the start that they, you know, they cannot meet your needs. Like, for example, they cannot be reliable. I mean, this is something for me. I need to have reliability in relationships. Like, I need to know that when I, you know, my friends say that they're gonna do something, that they will do something. I mean, it's not so important when it's about little things like, you know, texting back. Okay, I can live with that if they need some time to text back, or if they forget it. But, you know, the important stuff, they just need to be reliable, and they shouldn't put their emotional baggage on me all the time without giving back. And they need, you know, it just has, for me, it has to be an equal give and take. So I can't be the one who like lets everyone dump their shit on me. So I mean, this is what I experienced in the past, like people who just, you know, use me as their emotional rock, as their haven. And I know I like to do that. I really like to help people with their emotions and with their stuff. And I mean, I would say for myself that I could, you know, that I give good advice. Maybe that's the same for you, group one. But there has to be like a boundary. There has to be a limit where you say, okay, can I expect the same from you? Like, when I feel stuck, when I feel sad, can I expect that you listen to me without making it about yourself? So I think this is like the blessing that's coming in for you, group one. You know, you have the time to rest, to rejuvenate, start like maybe a new creative project. And I think there's like one specific thing mentioned here, like a new, maybe you feel the need to start a new book, or start a new painting, or write a song, anything that, you know, is gonna help you like deal with some of the emotions that you've suppressed, or maybe like help manifest a new emotional relationship in this way. So if you feel the need to express yourself creatively, or just express yourself in words, verbally, then do that. This is the perfect time for you, because it's, you know, time to set boundaries. I get like strong Scorpio energy here, because the Death card is a Scorpio card. You have the Scorpio here. You also have Aquarius, Taurus, and I think that's Virgo. And you have the Cups here, which is water energy in general. Do you hear that? This clicking and rattling. This is my ring light. I really have like a very interesting setup here. My ring light is kind of so unstable right now, but this is the only way that you have like a decent lighting here. So I'm gonna try and not rattle it so much. A lot of water energy and air energy. So as I said, Aquarius, we have more energy with the Four of Swords, and you have a lot of water energy. So you could be a water sign, group one, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or you could have air in your chart, like Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Yes, or this could be like people coming in, right? Romantic partners, friends that have these signs in their chart. It's just about a balance between mind and heart, right? If you're too much in your head, if you're too much in this energy of feeling worn out, you know, you're gonna ignore your intuition, ignore your emotions. You can't heal that. You can't get out of this period of feeling hopeless, feeling restless. Basically, get out of your mind and deal with your emotions. And, you know, use this time to recharge your emotional batteries. This could be like a vacation coming in, or like a long weekend, or just, it doesn't even have to be, you know, the like the absence of work. I mean, some people recharge by doing work, but it could be just like a pause of a relationship, or a pause of communication with your family or friends, or some people that are close to you, for you to regain clarity. Because when we are so in the relationship, we're so you know, how can I word this? If you spend a lot of time with someone who may be toxic or may hurt some of your boundaries, sometimes if we get so invested in this person because we spend so much time with them, we lose this kind of focus, we lose this clarity about, like, over the situation. And when we step back, look at it from the outside, if we have a little bit of distance, then we can have like a clearer view on it, and we gain like more clarity. This is the blessing, you know, for you to gain clarity, for you to, as I said, regain energy, recharge yourself. And yeah, little tip, use your creativity. Like, actually, for me, it's, I also use my creativity. Like, I used to create when I feel stuck. In my for me personally, it's like writing a song about a situation that I can't feel I can deal with. So if I feel triggered about a situation, if I'm really mad or really sad, then I try to write a song about it. And then I'm just, this is my way sometimes of dealing with these emotions, because I purge them. I write the song, I sing the song, and I feel those emotions, and, you know, then I can end it. Then I can, you know, set a little done check in this emotion. I think, okay, actually I'm not really triggered anymore. I don't care. It's over now. So there are several ways for you to deal with people who, you know, maybe are not good for you. I know ending relationships, ending friendships, ending karmic cycles, this is not easy for anyone. And if you don't want to end relationships with people, that's fine, okay? You don't have to completely cut communication. You don't have to shut people out just like that. But it's very important that if you feel that people violate your boundaries, or violate like your needs, or don't, like, refuse refuse to meet your needs, then it's time to talk about it. You know, you have to speak up, you have to tell them, because they're not gonna stop using you. And they may not even do this consciously. Some people do that subconsciously because they just don't know better. Yeah, but you know, just it's so much better if you keep your relationships healthy, and if you keep yourself, like, it's something that you have to do for yourself, group one, keeping your relationships in these limits of, you know, having your boundaries, having your needs, having your needs met. This is important. So the universe just gives you this this amount of time, this clarity to you know, start a new cycle in life, start a new a new phase of your relationships, that will be so much better. Like, the amount of friendships that you make is not, or the amount of romantic partners that you will have in your life, this is not important. But the friends, the relationship that you're going to build in the next months, in the next year, maybe in the next phase here, they're going to be so much better, they're going to be so much more fulfilling, and they're going to be so much more comfortable for you. if you take this time to really think about your boundaries and think about what you need and what you expect and what you can accept. So, group 1, this is the blessing that's coming in for you. This is what I have. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, make sure to give the video a like. And you know, I post tarot videos every Saturday. I'm gonna link one for you over here if you want to check it out. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on anything. I do other things as well. I talk about spiritual topics, astrology. I just started serious about that, and I make a little bit of entertainment and music as well. So yeah. Group 1, if you don't think that this was your reading, then you can go back and choose another pile, obviously, if you feel called to. If not, that's fine as well. And I hope to see you in another reading soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. If you chose this little black and white heart, this diamond heart as I called it, this is going to be your group 2. And I'm going to put your heart over here so you can see it still. I made a bit of room with the candles because we found out in group 1 that we need more space here for all the cards. So as I said, group 2, I pre-shuffled the cards, the tarot and the oracle cards, and we take a look at all of them, and then I'm gonna tell you what your blessing is, right? So, your blessing, group 2, that's coming in for you. The first card that we have is the 2 of Wands. Sorry, by the way, for the reflection here. This is my ring light, and I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Then the second card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, then we have the Hierophant, the King of Swords, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and for your oracle card, Starseed oracle card is Earth. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. And for your Moonology card, we have Balance, Spirituality and Practicality. Full Moon in Pisces. And for your Wild Unknown Archetype card, we have the number 39, the Temple. Very beautiful. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. Yes. Okay. Group 2. So there are 2 options here, 2 possibilities, and you will know which one you fall into. If you look at this tarot section here, it's like a very practical energy, right? Pentacles, Wands, Pentacles, Hierophant, Swords. This is all very practical. And over here we have like the spiritual side of it. And the blessing that's coming in for you, group 2, is like a balance between those 2 sides. You have it here very nicely with the Moonology card, Balance, Spirituality and Practicality. Full Moon in Pisces. You know, Pisces is a very sensitive sign, a very intuitive sign, a very empathetic sign. If you know Pisces people, yeah, they are also very mature. You know, Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. It's 12 signs, so it's more mature than the others. The most mature actually. And Pisces people are usually, when they are you know, when they have like been on the long way, if they've done the work and they've been on the personal growth journey, if they are you know, very conscious, they are also very balanced people in their you know, in their spiritual and practical actions, behaviors and routines. So with a full moon, and the fact that it's a full moon tells me that there's like some, you know, some completion process here. So this has been a journey, and you know, the blessings coming in is the balance. So you fall in one of 2 possibilities, in one of 2 possible types of people here. Either group 2, you are like a very spiritual person, like a person who is in the head quite a lot, who is very intuitive, who likes to look up at the sky, likes to look up at the stars and to connect with the stars and with the angels and with, some kind of belief system, some kind of, very intuitive routines. Like you tend to be very empathetic, you tend to, maybe even get a bit lost in the spiritual side of life, and not so much in the physical part, not so much in the practical aspect. Or you fall into the other opportunity, in the other category. You are the opposite. Like you are the one who is very practical, who's very earthly, who's very routine, very disciplined, very organized, very structured, very, or not even, it doesn't even have to be like that. You're just more in the practical realm. You're more earthed, as it says here, earthed. So you don't like to look up the sky, you like to look at the things that are directly in front of you. So you're one of those two. And the other side, either spirituality, practicality, I stumble over the word quite a lot, I don't know why, is like not getting enough attention right now. It's all about balance in life. And if you look at this card, the starseed card, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Sometimes we forget that we chose to be a soul on this earth, right? We chose to be incarnated, and yes, we are spiritual beings, we are powerful, limitless beings who have a connection to the universe, who have connections to the stars, to all these spiritual aspects that have so many facets, so many different parts to it. Like whatever routines, whatever whatever aspect of spirituality or religion even you identify with, it's part of your experience. But the thing, the aspect about, like the thing about being on earth, being practical about it, having a human experience, this is very earth, like practically based. So we have to find a way in lives, and sometimes we forget about that, or we forget about one aspect. And it's about balance. This is the blessing, the balance that's coming in. So with the Two of Wands here, let's start here. Group 2. Two of Wands talks about, contemplation, talks about, it can talk about travel, like expansion. But it also talks about planning a lot. You have this girl over here with her phone, and she looks like in the distance with her two wands. She's kind of in planning mode. And I think you are represented here, group 2, as the Knight of Pentacles. Person, if you fall under this category of being very practical, you would fall under the Knight of Pentacles. So this would be you trying to work efficiently, trying to be an aspiring person, to just being ambitious, trying to reach your goals, which is good, which is nice. And you have if you fall in this category, just switch it up. If you think you are in the other category, you are in the category who gets lost a bit in the spiritual side of life, then just switch it up. For you, if you fall on the Knight of Pentacles, this is like a very, very nice energy of you, getting to your goals, not quickly. It's not about pace. It's about, doing it right. It's about quality, not about, quantity or pacing, really. And with the Hierophant, I think you might be part of this, of like some kind of institution. And this being over the temple, it could mean that, for example, this is like a work thing. You're very practical and you own a business, or you're just like, you have sworn yourself to this, to your workplace where you work. I know you have like some kind of practical project that you, that you give your energy to, and maybe a bit too much. Or it could be an institution of another kind, of like family, of some kind of community. It could be a flat share, for example. Like, could be school, it could be your studies, or it could be your family, like some kind of institution that, you know, grounds you on earth, and you're very, very much tethered to it. You're giving a lot of energy to it. But yeah, it's kind of taking from, you know, your emotional energy. It's kind of taking from your spiritual energy, from your you know, side of you that connects with the otherworldly aspects of life. So either that, or if you fall under the other category, if you fall under the other category, this institution would be either a community that is kind of spiritual, maybe church, could be religion as well, could be cult even, or it's just like the community that you know, that you count yourself under the spiritual community, maybe some kind of online thing, yogis or anything, or you just see the stars or your ancestors or your spiritual guides. It's a kind of community as your spiritual team, you know. With a temple, this could also mean, you know, your body. Like we always say that the body is the temple, our temple. Some people say that. But the temple is actually so much more than just a body. It's so much more than just a building. It can be standing for this institution, like if you are a religious person, or if you believe in something, and if you go to some kind of church regularly, it could mean just that, temple, you know, connecting to some kind of religious community, some kind of religious people through religion, or it could just mean that the temple is also about, you know, what do you appreciate in life? What are the finest things that you pay attention to? What are your priorities in life? What is holy to you? Even if it's your body, then that's good. Like, pay attention to your body. To, like, what I'm trying to say is there's something that doesn't get enough attention here. It's either, as I said, the practical side of things, or it's the spiritual side of things, or it could be just your body. I mean, your body is kind of the thing that connects both of them. You have your you know, you connect to your spiritual side through your body, and you also connect to earth through your body. And this is kind of the thing why it's in the middle, because you know, having a human experience obviously involves being human, having a human body. And if you don't, you know, if you don't work for your body, if you don't pay attention to your body, if you don't, you know, invest time to nurture yourself, then you can't connect to either of those aspects perfectly. And I'm kind of calling myself out here because I have been doing the same thing as you, group 2. I haven't paid much attention to my body recently, but I'm trying to change that. It's just about, you know, getting a connection to both of them. The King of Swords here is kind of it seems like some kind of authoritative figure here. This could be like a family member, it could be your boss, or some kind of teacher that, you know, has a very important role over the practical side of your life here. So it could be, you know, an authoritative figure like a teacher, a boss, or a family member like a parent. That's kind of, you know, kind of the anchor to this practical thing, to this institution. And this is, I mean, it's just kind of here to give me the information, you know, that there's this person in your life that you kind of anchor to for this practical side. So if you are the one person that kind of gets lost in the stars, looking up to the sky, looking up to, like, you know, connecting with your spiritual team, which is cool, and you can do that, right? But if you struggle to make your way back to Earth, to getting Earth, then you can, you know, do it over this person, like through this person, like use them a little bit to get, you know, back into reality. Snap out of your mind. And I think this is about working on it. Okay, so you are the kind of person, group 2, that puts effort in the things that you do, the things you want to achieve, and finding this balance between spirituality and practicality is, you know, I don't say it's easy. But you're the person who puts effort in it, and you take on every challenge, because you know, with like work, with hard work, and with work that is meant to be long term, like if you make yourself a plan which you are good at, it doesn't matter under which category you are, like which category you fall in, you're good at planning and you're good at working. You just have to balance you know, your routines a little bit. So the blessing actually that's coming in for you, group 2, is this opportunity to nurture both sides, to you know, balance the energies. It's just a little help that's coming in, and it could be some kind of event here with the temple and the hierophant. It could be some event that is planned and organized, you know, by some kind of institution. Maybe you've planned like a, I don't know, some kind of spa weekend, or like a weekend away with your community, with your flat share, with your work. Or it could be like even a job opportunity. It could be some kind of travel even. Travel could be involved here. With the Two of Wands, I think travel might be involved. That's just giving you the opportunity to, you know, getting help in balancing these two aspects of life. It could be Pisces, group 2. Don't have to be, maybe have Pisces in your chart. Or it could be an earth sign. The earth sign is coming through very, very heavily here. With the Pentacles and with the Hierophant, this is actually a Taurus card. And the Temple as well. It's just so green, it just gives me so much earth energy, earth as well. And earth signs, they tend to be very practical, group 2. And they like things to be, you know, clear and structured. And, you know, water signs, like Pisces is, for example, they are almost like the opposite. They're very much in their emotions. They're, I mean, I don't say they're not practical, just they connect more to their emotions, and they connect to their, you know, their intellect. Like, for example, the air signs, they connect with the intellect a lot more and a lot more often than water signs, for example. But fun fact, water signs and earth signs are very compatible. So, you know, don't be too hard on yourself, group 2. Like, it's not that hard to balance those sides. It's just you may be a bit tired of hearing that. You know, you need to find balance. If I can give you an example, for me it would be, I would fall on the, you know, this Pisces energy, the water sign energy. I would be like one of those people who gets lost too much in the sky, gets lost too much in the spiritual practices. This is the word that I was searching for. Practices. And I, you know, sometimes my mom is like one of those people where there's, you know, you have to think about the real world too. You have to practical too. And it's like, yeah, I know. Just, you know. that I have to be practical as well. Yeah, I am practical. I'm just, you know, finding balance is not that easy, but it's doable. And yeah, you're very guided here, group 2. Like, if this King of Swords, like when this King of Swords comes in, if they're not an authoritative figure, but I think they are, and they're not tied to your practical side of life, they're not tied to your job or to the community that you're in, if they're not tied to this institution that is like representing a big aspect of your life here, then there will be some kind of teacher to, you know, to teach you this balance, or at least give you hints about, give you tips of how you can do that. And this is a blessing coming in. And I think a big tip, like advice here, is really to listen to your body, group 2. because you know, if we do it right, we can actually get a lot of information from our bodies of how to balance this out. There's like doing yoga, for example. This is a good tip. Doing yoga, it connects you to you know, to your spiritual side, but it's also here to, you know, to earth you, to ground you. And doing yoga in nature, for example, this is just so cool, and it helps so much in balancing yourself out, and, you know, getting back to yourself, actually back into the moment, not getting lost in your head and not getting lost you know, in your emotions, not getting lost in, you know, in work. Yeah, so this is it, group 2. I hope this reading helped you. I hope this reading gave you some clarity. If you don't think this was your pile, then you can go back and choose another one as well. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting. I hope it wasn't too bad. I tried to you know, re-edit this thing, the video, as soon as I you know, edit it. Maybe I can you know, better the lighting a little bit as soon as I stop filming. It's too early in the morning. It's really too early in the morning for this. So group 2, I'm sorry. If you you know, if you want to check out more tarot videos of mine, I will link one of them up here. I have a whole playlist, and I do tarot videos every Saturday. For now, I wish you a wonderful day, group 2, and I hope to see you in another reading soon. Yeah, next Saturday, maybe. If not, that's okay as well. So, as I said, I wish you a wonderful day, and goodbye. Hello and welcome, group 3, if you chose this smiley little panda, and this is gonna be your reading. I'll put your sticker over here right now for right now, and we take a look at your cards. As I said, I pre-shuffled them, and I will lay it out for you, and then we'll talk about your blessing. So first tarot card that came out for you is the 10 of Swords. Everything's fine. So this is actually an extra card for those Modern Witch Tarot. This is not, like, this card is not one of the original Suits cards, but I left it in on purpose because I thought if it wants to come out, like this, a similar one, like with the same image, but then it says 10 of Swords here. This is an extra card, and I thought I'll leave it in. If it wants to come out, there's like additional meaning to it. And here we are. So your second tarot card is the 10 of Pentacles. Nice, like that. We have the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Ooh, and the Empress. Ending your reading with a Major Arcana, which is beautiful. And for your first Oracle card from the Starseed Oracle, we have Inner Earth, You'll Survive This, New Solutions and Beginnings. A beautiful card. Indeed. And for your Immunology card, we have New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Nice. And we have from the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle deck, we have the number 62, I think it is, the Sword. Okay, group 3. Okay, group 3. Are you okay? You know, you have this cute smiley little panda, but I don't think you are a smiley little panda right now, group 3. With this 10 of Swords coming out for you, I think you currently in a situation where you feel a bit hopeless, a bit lost, a bit stuck, a bit, you know, without any solution. You don't have a solution for the situation that you're currently in, and it has something to do with your professional life, something to do with your profession, or at least something practical, you know. Could be related to your work, could be related to some institution that you're in, some community that you're in, you know, your place in this community, or could be about your home, you know, something practical. You would know what it is, group 3. But like, this is definitely has nothing to do with your love life or anything. It's practical, some situation that you feel stuck in. And I'll explain why. So let's start with the new moon in Capricorn, because you know Capricorn is an earth sign, and earth signs are very practical in general. And with the new moon in Capricorn, it's definitely something about your professional life, and it's saying your hard work is paying off, which is a good message. It just tells you that there will be a solution coming to you. This is a blessing coming in for you, group 3. A way out of this situation, even if it seems like there's no way out right now. Yeah, and the fact that it's a new moon just tells me that there's like a completely new start here, completely new way of approaching this, a completely new perspective that you may have not seen before, that like a solution that you may have not thought of before. And yeah, with the inner earth, this is quite beautiful. You know, the inner earth, this is like a concept that is, you know, portrayed in many belief systems, actually, that there is some kind of physical place in the earth, like inside the physical earth, that is, you know, some kind of paradise, you know, just like Atlantis, maybe, if you know Atlantis. This is kind of the concept of it. But it's like, it remains a mystery because nobody has ever found such a place. Some people believe it's just, you know, a metaphor for, you know, an inner subconscious, like an inner conscious world, like another level of inner consciousness. Who knows? And it just says, you know, you survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Just tells me, you know, for you it might be quite hard right now, the situation. It's just a reminder that, you know, that there is a way out, and there's a way out coming for you. With the sword, you see, the sword is kind of defining two worlds here. And if you think of the sword, it's just, you know, what does a sword do? It cuts through situations, it cuts out people. I don't say that this is the case here, but you know, swords are just, you make cuts. Going through life, you make cuts, and you know, for you to grow. The first cut just happening when you are born. You know, the cut of the umbilical cord, just the separation from your mother, like the physical separation, and it's, no, then you go on, you grow up, you separate from your parents again. When you move out, then you separate from your childhood, you separate from relationships, from friends, you separate from towns and villages. When you move, it's all about growth. And the sword is not all about, you know, hurting people or hurting yourself or hurting anyone or anything. Really, it's a tool, just like the pen is a tool, the brush is a tool. It's a tool for you to use, you know, to get through life. And in this case, it's a, you know, a decision, you know, a path to choose. Like, there's one way that you have to go. You can't stay in the situation of not doing anything and just pretending everything is fine, because I think that you're doing this here. Pretending that everything is fine, putting on your cute little panda face, smiling through the situation. You want to have a win-win outcome for everyone. You want to feel that everyone involved is fine in the end. And I can't really tell you if this is gonna be the case, but I think it's gonna be the case with this new way of looking at it coming in, like with this new solution coming in. The blessing that you'll receive, group 3, is that you'll gain a new perspective. You'll have the opportunity to step out of the situation and look at it another way. With the 10 of Pentacles, it just is another confirmation for me that it has got something to do with your practical life, with your, you know, like with maybe financial stability. So it could be about your work, or just but it doesn't have to be. It just has to do with some kind of fulfillment. And this is definitely the possibility here to gain that, to achieve that. It's just about the right point of view, the right perspective. With the Queen of Swords being right over the sword, which is actually kind of cool that, you know, it laid out like that. With the Queen of Swords, she is all about clarity, about, you know, structure, about decision making. So there's some clarity coming your way, group 3. And it might come from this Queen of Swords person. So this could represent a person. It might come from a person. So this could be the blessing coming in, like someone who tells you, like gives you another perspective, who gives you another point of view. Or it could be just a divine thing to happen, like something happens, some clarity is coming your way, either in meditation or just random, you know, when you walk, like when you go about your day, and I don't know, you walk down the street and there's a couple arguing on the sideline, I don't know, and you just, you know, hear a couple of words, and then you get an idea and you think, hey, maybe this is the solution to my problem, like some kind of random thing. It's just gonna happen for you, you know, you get this kind of point of view where you find a solution, so there's a win-win outcome for everyone. At least you'll be happy in the end, and it's gonna be the best solution that you could think of, you know. It's gonna be something that will benefit you in the best possible way for you to achieve those 10 of Pentacles. So you definitely survived this, even if it seems a bit hopeless right now. What is at the end of this, all of this, you know, is the Empress. So group 3, this is definitely like the energy that we're looking for, right? That the Empress is a very, very fruitful energy, a very, like, it holds a lot of potential, and this opportunity holds a lot of like potential too. Whatever it is that you are in right now, the situation, whatever opportunity it holds, it's gonna be very benefiting for you. It's gonna bring you your 10 of Pentacles. It's gonna be hard work, maybe, but I think you'll enjoy it. Like, that's why I think it's like a job opportunity or like something career-wise, but it doesn't have to be. You'll know what it is, group 3, but it definitely holds a lot of potential for you, and it is definitely meant for you. And I think as soon as you get this kind of clarity and you turn into this Knight of Wands energy, like this is, you know, the Knight of Wands is very fast-paced energy, and it's very curious, it's very energetic, it's very creative. The Wands energy is fire, so that means, you know, very creative energy, very, yeah, fruitful, very potent, like holds a lot of potential as well. So I think as soon as you get this clarity, there's gonna be like very fast-paced movement, like a quick movement. But the decision that you have to make may not be the easiest. I can tell you that. It may not be the easiest, and you may have to, you know, decide in a way that not all of the people involved will be happy with it, but it's not going to hurt anyone. You don't have to be afraid of hurting anyone here. The sword is not there to hurt anyone. It's just like a clear cut, and then, you know, people can't grow without cuts being made, without things ending, new things beginning with a new moon here. It's just part of life, basically. Whew. What else? Group 3, what I want to tell you is like not to get lost in this. Like, you don't have to carry the burden of it all, okay? Sometimes we get the feeling that everything that's happening in our community, or everything that's happening at our workplace or around us, it's our responsibility, it's our thing to carry, our baggage to carry, and we have to find a solution. But it's actually not this way. For example, I had a situation quite recently where like in my flat, like some flat problem, not really an argument, but something came up, and one of us, like one of my flatmates, wanted to move out like very, very short notice, and we had to find someone new very quickly. And somehow I ended up doing all of that, even though I'm not the person that's moving out, and I'm not the person who I mean, we have 5 people in this flat share, and I kind of took responsibility for all of it, and I did like 95% of the work. And looking back at it, that wasn't my responsibility, and I really could have done like a lot. I could have been easier on myself, and could have shared the work. Like, it's not, sometimes we get the feeling like if we don't do things, if we don't do stuff, if we don't act, then nobody will. But if people get used to you acting, then they won't do anything ever again. Like, they will get used to you doing the work, you know, finding a solution, and then they will expect you to do this all the time. People are not, like, they don't do that to hurt you, or they don't do that with bad intentions, but people are lazy, right? They get used to things, and they, you know, if they see that you do all the work and you do it like by yourself, like because you want to do it, then they will let you do it, and they you know, they won't participate. So just, this is a reminder that not everything is a responsibility. In this case, it seems that you have to like find a way out of this for yourself, like not for anyone else, but this is a solution that you have to find for yourself, a decision that you have to make for yourself, because it's about your 10 of Pentacles, it's about your you know, practical fulfillment, about your you know, your stability, your, I mean, financial stability is so specific, and I want to keep it general. But as I said, like whatever it is, you would know what situation you're in, group 3. And yeah, I mean, the universe is seeing that you're struggling, and yeah, the blessings coming in for you is just, you know, an opportunity to get a new way of looking at this, a new way of seeing this, a new way of approaching the situation. You may get help from this Queen of Swords person, or it might just be a random thing to happen, as I said, random thought that's coming over you. It's interesting, because sometimes we get thoughts that are not really ours, you know, when you have a spontaneous idea, spontaneous thought that might not seem to be coming from you. It's actually, you know, things that are channeled through us. It's the same as when I read tarot, or when people read tarot, or when, you know, artists just come up instantly with something new, an idea. Sometimes it's just channeled, it's not really coming from them, it's coming from somewhere else. And this is divinely guided, and this is divinely orchestrated, basically. But I really like the transition from this card to this card, from, you know, the 10 of Swords to the Empress. There's really nothing you have to worry about. There is a solution, there is a way out of this. And I know you don't see it right now, group 3. You're just pretending that you see it, but it's there. It's definitely there. And for now, maybe you just try to not think about it too much. I don't say that you have to, you know, distract yourself or anything, but just try to sit with these thoughts, try to sit with this situation in a quiet moment, you know, maybe meditate about it, maybe write down, like sometimes lists help us to, you know, regain structure, regain some clarity about the situation. Anyway, you can have faith that this solution is going to come to you, this way out is going to come to you very soon. And, you know, this will change everything. It will change everything for your professional situation that you're, you know, in here. It's going to bring you like a new start, basically, and it's going to help you achieve this 10 of Pentacles. So very nice, actually, for you, group 3. Very positive outcome of this blessing. So yeah, I think that's what I have for you, group 3. If you like this reading, make sure to give it a like. If you don't think this was your pile, then you can go back and choose another one, of course, if you feel called to. I do tarot videos, tarot readings every Saturday. I'm gonna link one up here for you to check out if you want to. And yeah, for now, group 3, I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in another reading soon. Bye!